today. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. James White's first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Mayfield sacked by Marcus Davenport.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is White on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line.
A loss of Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And they get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State. It's the Pro Bowler, Derek Carr.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Number 11.
Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to Stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
Now the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, here's White. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. He completes it right side to White. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And McManus able to put it through. still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Steelers,
from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
On the carry.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
But now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run with White. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, it's Carr. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And on the slant, able to find Ayuk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
The Falcon 1st down.
Now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr over the middle. Sharp's got it complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Throw again to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And some room to roll now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 12.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brings up third down.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Chris Jones.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Carr. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 25.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility that people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
3 on the carry.
A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Now a run with McCaffrey. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. They're leading the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and a yard. Carr, that's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
On the handoff.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Christian McCaffrey.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 21.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Atlanta.
Christian McCaffrey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And his kick is right through.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 40.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. First down, Mayfield. He'll get this one to Galladay.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This one complete, right side to McDonald. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is